Welcome to the Disruptors, where we disrupt all the industries. Now, when I came here, I was ready to break shit because that's what revolution requires. And I haven't forgot that for a second, and neither should you. I am here to talk about anything and everything and just give my opinions on that. It's very much carefully curated opinions, and there are chances, there are times when I can be wrong, and the comment section and you all, especially you all, are there to tell me whenever I'm wrong or what my opinions are based on. Now here's what I believe in. I believe in opinions cannot be wrong, okay? Opinions can be biased, opinion can be non-biased, but they cannot be fucking wrong. The fact of the matter is, when I think something about somebody, it's not like I'm thinking bad or I'm thinking good. It's my opinions creating a part of me and thought, and then it's going to that person. That's what I believe. Majority times opinions are based on, and people, by people, by the way, everybody, I mean every single human, including me, including you, including everybody, I think the people, like everybody, makes it like there's two types of opinion. It's either right or wrong, and it totally depends on the type of people. What do you think about that opinion? If I say that New York Jets, that's the best team of all time, or if I say now Lakers roster is so weak and the 2005's Lakers was the best one, now they can, like, it can touch all type of people. It can touch people, my thoughts can touch people who think that yeah, that's true. My thoughts can actually also touch people who will say, hey Oliver, fuck you bitch, no, Lakers team is awesome. And then there will be people who will be like, whatever, I don't fucking know what the fuck is Lakers, especially foreigners. And yeah, and fact of the matter is, that's what causes some problems, and that's the point. But actually that's the wrong thing, and opinions shouldn't take like this. Nobody should take opinions like that. Opinions are totally based on for people. Like I am saying Lakers 2005, that was the best team of all time. Now why is that? So nobody asks why. So that's why I created a series on what, not why. I wanted to create on why, but then I'm like, you know what, nobody asks why. Actually, we as a human, we ask why in the most unexpected place where we should not ask why, and we ask why, because even though we should not ask why there, and we get some dumb answer, and then we blame others and ourselves for it, and we don't ask what in the most common places. Yes, and it depends, what we sometimes we gotta ask what instead of why. Where we have to or should ask why, we don't, and that causes some problems. So I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what, maybe people are not asking what a lot. People are asking why a lot. Like, why is there a God? Why is there a Barbie? 6 Barbies in my room? I am a man of a man, and why there's 6 Barbie in my goddamn room? So there's questions that we can ask, including the why. But we are not asking that, right? We are not. We are asking, what is there behind the Wozniak, the Oliver, the Darkniak? What is there? Who are these six female Barbie type of people? Is Oliver obsessed with Barbie? So we are never asking what. And that is interestingly very much, spiking my passion into it, because whenever I'm asking somebody, I don't ask why, because I know the person, I know what the person's thinking. Even if I met somebody for the first time And that's where my psychology comes into play, because I've read psychology for like 3 years, so I know if I look at a person, like what he might be thinking. I don't know what he is thinking. Nobody can know that. Not even Vince McMahon. The monster is Vince McMahon. Give him a shoulder, give him nothing. Yeah, that asshole. So yes, nobody knows, including him, including the Elon Musk, including the God. But the fact of the matter is, I can predict what he might be thinking. So that comes into play. That's all. Like the psychology is all about that. And whenever like I am thinking about it, I'm like, okay, I know. I became more correct. Like majority of the time, I'm like, okay, this guy is thinking that about me. So that's interesting. And like right now, I'm sitting on my bed. The majority of the Americans don't sit on their bed and talk or do podcasts. I can sit on the floor. I can sit on anywhere. Fact of the matter is, I was going to sit on the floor. There was a background created, totally created. The last moment, my light fixture, like the light tripod, which I used to use, that stopped working. And I'm like, God, fuck, I have to buy a new light. But the fact of the matter is, I have a light here in my computer. Like, there's a big light. I use it for streams and recordings. But the fact of the matter is, I cannot remove it, because if I remove it, I will not be able to adjust it again. I mean, it's just fixed in the same, like, great lighting. Like, whenever I'm streaming or recording, it's great light. I know if I remove it, I'll fuck it up. I know. It's like in my blood. I'm so confident. I'm so positive that I'll fuck it up. I'm a grand fuck up. So in that scenario, I know that will happen. So if that will happen, I will not do that. So I did that. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can capitalize from that light. I can sit on the bed with Barbie on the background. And that will be a funny podcast. Like all of us. First podcast with the Barbies. Hey, Oliver loves Barbie and stuff like that. Fuck Oppenheimer, stuff like that. Which is a thing. And forget the coffee cup. I mean, how can you ignore them? Like a coffee addict, bro. Like the black coffee addict. Oliver Wozniak's a black coffee addict, you know. People call me racist. I'm like, how the fuck can I be racist, man? I only drink black coffee. How can I be racist? Tell me this now. Haha. Now, the podcast, we are going to take it a little bit slow. But then we are gonna spike things up, baby. We will spike it up. I mean, you're gonna do what I'm gonna tell you. And we're gonna spike it up. The reason I was just looking there, because it's my first time doing podcast, okay? I don't know how these things work. So I'm just making sure that my audio is getting recorded. Okay, so forgive me. Spare with me. I've recorded like thousands and thousands of YouTube videos. I've edited 1,000 videos, more than that. I've streamed 5,000, 10,000 times. Like, I have streamed a lot. I don't stream nowadays, that's because I am so burned out from streaming. I used to love it, but then I'm like, motherfucker, it takes a toll. Like right now, I'm pumped. I can do a lot of things. I can do 1,000 types of things, right? And that'll stop me from getting burned out. But if I just every day, whenever I'm spiking in energy, whenever there's an energy spike, I'm streaming every single day, I will burn out and I'll get burned out. And apart from that also, like, I don't know why Indians watch my stream. I don't even stream on, I don't even know their language. I forgot. I used to know Hindi. I forgot that. Okay. And I don't know what the fuck they watch it. And I mean, I stream on a very global language, English. So I get that why they watch, because I play like majority of Valorant and stuff like that. I used to, by the way. And they used to just shit on me. They're like, oh, you're trying to be white. Oh no, brother, I say it on my videos. I am partial Indian. 38% Indian. 34% Indian. What else do you want me to do, huh? I mean, I'm not 100% Indian. So why would I act? Have you ever seen me acting like Japanese? I'm 11.9% Japanese. 8% Korean. I don't even look like that. How the fuck is that even? I'm Spanish. Madre de puto. Le paso. I don't even know that language. I know a little bit Japanese from anime, and minor Japanese might call it, but fact of the matter is Spanish. God. But that's a fact. And then like, okay, I don't look Indian, I look Spanish. I look Mexican. If you actually think about it, if you actually ask Americans, actual Americans who live in America, who live in California or South America, no, not South America, who live in southern part of United States. Yeah, that's the right thing. Southern part of United States, the redneck people, you know, the rednecks, you will realize that, okay, I don't look American. They think I'm Mexican. I don't know anything about it. Like, there was a guy in my college, he's like, Maje de puta le paso. I'm like, what the fuck did you say to me, bitch? I'm like, I'm gonna fuck you up. That guy was 6 feet 5 inch. He was like at least 250 pounds, and he was like ripped as fuck. And at that point of time, I don't know if you know me. I'm quite like normal. I have a very good, shoulder strength, and I have a basic. I said basic because I don't think it's good. It's a little bit more than the people I know. So I have a great shoulder strength, extraordinary, but I have a basic, how can I say, forearm strength. Okay, I don't have a godly, but I have a godly grip in my hand. That's why, like, whenever I'm like boxing, I'm like always open my hands. I don't know why. That's a habit. Like, I just think like I'll tear their eyes out, stuff like that. That doesn't work. So yeah, and when you're wearing boxing gloves, your hands are not going to be able to move that like that, but that's something. And yes, fucking hell, bro, they are like, the fuck is going on? I'm like, oh, whatever, man. So I got so mad, and he looked at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He thinks he can take me. There's a more of a chance for me to defeat the Undertaker than defeating that guy. That guy is like looked like Roman Reigns. He looked like The Rock. Yes, he looked like the jabroni beating pie eating, and I'm not even tailblazing. Like, actually, he was ripped. And he's like, man, where are you from? And I'm like, man, I'm from India. And he's like, the fuck? Then he fucking said something in Mexican and Spanish. I don't fucking know. I'm like, I don't fucking know, man, what the fuck are you talking to me about? And he's like, man, I felt you totally looks like, and he didn't believe at first. He had to see my passport to believe in me. He's like, man, you don't look Indian. I'm like, what do I look like? And I became so happy. I'm mixing out. I'm like, I'm getting a white color. I didn't. I was fully tanned. People would have think like I was from Jamaica. I was so fucking dark at that point of time. I mean, I get dark in the sun, right? I don't go out that way a lot. So it's like, bro, I thought you're Mexican, bro, like El Paso Mexican. And so I'm like, what the fuck is he shoving Spanish in a word like I understand? Yeah, I told him. Then you know what I did? I said, arigato gozaimasu, bakayaro, and I left. By the way, for people who are living under the rock, not inside the rock, under the rock. For inside the rock, they're gone. I cannot help them. But for people who are living under the rock, well, that means arigato gozaimasu means thank you so much, and bakayado means you idiot. So I said thank you so much, you idiot. Actually, I said thank you so much, you idiot. I mean, I said bakayado. Like, Japanese is majority based on your accent. So yeah, so that's why I fuck up a lot whenever I'm like speaking in English. Whenever like I had Japanese classes, when like I'm taking 3 Japanese classes a week, my English is fucked, my Hindi is fucked. I mean, my Hindi is gone nowadays. Every language I know, fucked. Just trying to learn German. Krankenwagen, I'm dangerous, Kraken fucking wagon, what the fuck, nuclear bomb, stuff like that happened. I'm like, okay, then something is going on. And my parents are like, hey, we are going to the hospital. I'm like, Krankenwagen, and they're like, what the fuck, what are you, wait, what? I'm like, hospital, we call it Krankenwagen. And my sister, she knows German. She's been studying German for like, I don't know, 3 years maybe. She knows, and she's like, what the fuck are you learning German from? I mean, you know my passion. I get passionate. I'm a passionate human. So that's what happened. So we will be back within a second of a week, and nobody shall leave, because if you leave, then you will miss the best podcast in the whole world. Yes, it's not Impulsive. Impulsive is not the best podcast in the whole world. It's Joe Rogan Experience. Even Distractable is better than Impulsive. Come on. So, fuck, I did. I just shit on Impulsive just for no fucking reason. I just shit on them. I mean, like, you know, Logan, I get that Prime money, baby. Give me the Prime money. I will stop drinking coffee, create a coffee flavor Prime. I will drink it. Yes. So, it's my opinion on Prime, okay. I always wanted to say it. I think Prime is going really, really well. And I think it'll not be more than 3 months till like Prime will reach $1 billion conglomerate. It's not yet, because there's the thing, right? You totally generating revenue $1 billion will not create a market valuation for you of $1 billion, right? It depends on the investment. So as long as Prime is not receiving any investment, there's no way to calculate the real valuation of Prime. So as long as Prime is not, and acquisition, by the way, and Prime can get acquired also. I think maybe Gatorade or stuff like that. I think they can buy it and they can like create a big, like, you know, brand from it. But the fact of the matter is Prime is famous 60% or 70% because of Logan and KSI. And if Prime got acquired and Logan and KSI got their big money, by the way, big piece, by the way, we call it big piece, then what will be the value of a Prime without Logan and KSI? I mean, Logan is going to WWE. He is fucking jumping from the top of a like ring table on the Prime. There's ISO speed. So I think Prime's value comes from the influencers who are spreading or who are marketing the Prime, and the fans who are buying it because they are the fan of two of the most influential character in the whole world. I mean, you even if you hate Logan, right? And I mean, I haven't said I liked Logan a lot. I don't like that guy. I don't have any opinions on him because I don't wanna actually go into the sketches before meeting him. I haven't met him. I don't know if he's a nice guy or not. I don't know if he's an asshole or stuff. But as long as I don't know him, I cannot give my opinions on him, right? Yes, Prime's good. I drank it. Only 2 flavors. The grape one, the pink one. I don't know what the fuck it was the pink one for. But yeah, it was good. I don't want to try the KFC one. And then my friend just burned into hell. It's like, what the fuck did I drink? And he was so fucked. So I don't want to try that. But yeah, so here's the thing. If Prime got acquired and to buy Logan Paul or KSI, and they don't want to work, so it's like they created a brand totally based on their brand, and then they sell it out, so the brand's value is done. You know, there was a company Casey Neistat created. Okay, it was a social media company. I forgot its name. It's like Bemu or Belu or stuff like that. I will put it here. You know, here I will put the name. It was a social media app type or something. It was a good app, and I haven't used it, but I knew it. Like when he was doing it, I used to watch Casey a lot because, bruh, he is one of the greatest story writer of all time. He knows more about story writing than most of the directors in the Hollywood. He is godly in that. I mean, nobody can create better story than him in YouTube. He's the best story writer in YouTube currently, and he will stay like that because he loves it. He creates like a movie every single day. But the fact of the matter is, Sorry, I apologize. Casey created the company, right? And he was so pumped about it. He sold it to CNBC, I think, and it was good. It was good. He got like a 25 million type of check. I'm not precise. I'm not being very accurate. He said it's 25. It can be more. It can be less. You know, tax. IRS. Fuck you, IRS. But it can be more or less. And I can say fuck you, IRS, because I am very much careful. I mean, I careful. But yeah, it was a lot of money for him. And so CNBC hired them also, and he was working and doing that. And after 6 months, 1 year, he left the job. And then the social media app died. I mean, people joined it because KSI, fuck KSI, Casey, right? Casey, fuck KSI, KSI, fuck you, Casey, right? We are talking about Casey. KSI, fuck off, Casey. Casey left it, so the app's audience was built on Casey's audience and Casey's reach, Casey's fandom. So people who know Casey will use the app. People who like Casey will use the app. Now it got promoted and it got like a lot of marketing stuff. Yeah, he didn't like spend a lot of money in marketing because Casey is the marketer, right? So it became a big thing, and then it died because Casey left. And I think that will happen with the Prime. I mean, Prime will be $1 billion company and they all get like a lot of money. KSI will be a billionaire, I think, including the Logan Paul. What the fuck? Including Logan Paul. But my only concern here is what will happen if Logan and KSI left after that. I mean, if they left, I am pretty much sure that the Prime will die. And it will die. Of course, everybody, you go to a 5-year-old kid who knows anything about marketing, business, and how seed funding works, or how startup world works, they will know that how a business can die. And that's one of those. I mean, the business will die within minutes. Like, people will be crazy. And if the Prime is not going to WWE, if the Prime is not getting marketed by these famous people, what the fuck do you think? How the fuck the Prime will succeed? Why do you think Gatorade is not succeeding? Why do you think Gatorade's growth is still like they're not losing money, they're not gaining money? They are at the same point for the last 5 years. The fuck? And believe me, I like Gatorade better than Prime. The Prime is just a hype, and people use it because people want to support or hate Logan Paul or KSI. But yes, man, you gotta do it. Like, sometimes you gotta do it. Now here's the thing. I have Cloak, right? I'm not gonna say what, but I have Cloak brand underwears. Okay. Don't judge me. I have a lot of those. Now the thing is, it's expensive for sure, and for me it is. It's good. It's very high quality for sure. You know, for my very much sensitive and intimate part, it was actually very high quality. But the fact of the matter is, I don't wear that high quality. I'm not king of Hungary, bro. Come on. I'm not king of Japan. I'm not gonna say Kurosari and kill everybody. That's not what I do. And for me, I'm not there yet to wear that comfortable clothes. I mean, I'm not very comfortable wearing those because I don't earn that much money for now. So maybe in the future, but not now. And I totally get that. I totally understood that. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna wear it. But I bought some because I wanna support Mark, man. Markiplier, one of the biggest YouTuber of all time. I love his content. Jacksepticeye, watched him. Like, actually, I became a fan of Jack first. And then I'm like, who the fuck is Mark? And then I'm like, motherfucker, he's awesome. And yeah, and they're cool. And I support them. That's why I buy that. Now the fact of the matter is they're fucking rich and I don't have that much money. So I can do what I can do. And that's the factor. If everybody does what they do, and that's how that became a support. Right? You don't want to support anybody who you don't like. Right? I don't wanna fucking buy a North Korean nutrition band or something like that. A fucking North Korean vodka. I'll drink, and then in my blood veins there'll be uranium. That'll be crazy. You know, I will take a bump in WWE, and there's be a nuclear bomb. Boom. And that'll be crazy. But yeah, and I think that will cause Prime to die. I think that's my prediction. If Prime get acquired, I'll totally remind y'all about this podcast where I have said that like Prime can be this and how Prime can die down. But the fact of the matter is, I can totally be wrong. And I'm not saying I'm the God. I'm not saying I'm the fucking Holy Spirit. I'm not saying I'm the Jesus Christ. I am a human. That's my opinions. That's my point. That's what I think can happen. I'm not saying that will happen though. Anything can happen. If I became wrong, I'll accept it. I'll be like, oh, you know what? I was wrong, and that was a great lesson. So yeah. So don't take me and don't actually challenge me on that. Like, what the fuck? Oliver said it, and that was wrong. So yeah. As long as you still all do you, that's all it matters, you know. Yes. So here's a break, and we gotta talk about something that's been going on. Well, there has been a lot of talk about who is Darkniak, who is Wozniak, and who the fuck is Oliver. Now here's the thing. When I started Oliver Is Me, actually I had channel previously, but I didn't used to like them. Like I started uploading and I had like totally high energy, but then I don't used to like totally include myself into it. But then I'm like, okay, you know what, I reached a rock bottom where I have to do something which I don't wanna, so I created the Oliver Is Me. And then I get bored very easily, right? I'm doing something and I get bored, so I'm like, you know what, how can I be not bored? How can I change the things and still be the same and still upload? So I find out that my brain works in 3 ways. Okay, right now you're talking to Oliver, right? Very much precise of things, very much planned, will do whatever it takes, disciplined, very humble, very nice, and very cool. It's me, and I'm not bragging about me. It's what I think about me. I think I'm humble, and I think I need to be more humble. If I look at a guy who's begging, so my first question always is, can I help that guy? And helping him will hurt me or not? If that does not hurt me, then I am going to help him. So that's totally Oliver's personality. That's 90% of what I am all the time. Then there's Woz. Okay. So Wozniak is a very calculated guy. It's like very calculated, psychologically oriented. So whenever I'm Oliver, I am very much disciplined and planned everything, but I'm not looking at everything. I'm not psychologically active. I'm not careful. But Woz is very careful. So I say this Wozniak was. So I named it Woz like a time, but it's like very careful what's going on, and it's like Woz is psycho. Woz is a psychopath. He's like, I'm gonna do it, and it's like fucking take Oliver's confidence and multiply it with 20,000, and that's Woz. He is a fucking crazy guy. He's insane. So it's like 99% time whenever I'm working, I try to take Woz out. Right? I'm editing. It's not Oliver editing because I'll get burned out. I'll be like, what the fuck am I doing? Fuck this shit. But Woz, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and I cringe a lot. Right? In videos, I cringe a lot. I do stuff that I am like, oh, well, that fucker, that's cringe. But Woz can handle it. I'm like, oh, what if I do that? What if I do this? If I do this, if I do that, and like, I think Woz, as being Woz, I'm like very calculated. And before I was unable to click onto them, I was like, oh, well, I have to drink 5 cups of coffee to get Woz. And like now I can just get Woz if I want to. I just have to take 5 minutes rest and focus. Like I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's fucking do it. It's like how I used to act at once a part of my life. Like was a time I just went to America, just reached to America. I was new in here. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, so everything like that. And I was like crazy. But yeah, it was cool. And yes, I found my way through. I found this house, like crazy, great stuff. Oh, okay. And then there's Darkniak. Now the Darkniak is the darkest character. I mean, he is a fucking sociopath. I mean, Darkniak's a sociopath. He don't give a shit. He's a very mean guy. I mean, he will tell you in your face the worst thing. You don't want to listen. And Waz and Oliver will never say this. And they know that they should not say this because it'll hurt your feeling. Darkniak knows the most, but he will still say it just to get on your nerves. That's Darkniak for me. Okay, that's my last personality. He's the fucking insane guy. Like, whenever I'm going to boxing and doing that, I don't want to switch with Darkniak. I don't focus on Darkniak's craziness. Because, like Wozniak, I love that person. That's my most greatest personality of all time. He can deal with all the fucking situations. Oliver's also. But the thing is, Oliver got the emotional problem. Like, I have an emotion problem. I get emotional sometimes. I don't cry though. Not crying. But I'm emotionally touched. Like, if I saw something, I'm like, oh my god, that's so fucking bad. And if I see something, I get happy so easily. But for Woz, there's no emotion, right? Wozniak can kind of like, I don't give a fuck. Darkniak also don't got emotion, but he just don't give a fuck about even himself. But Wozniak gives a shit about himself. So it's like, he's a fucking normal, base oriented, like I'll do this, I'll do that. Darkniak on the base is very fucking manipulative. He will gaslight you. So these are three of my personalities, right? Now I am Oliver isn't Wozniak, and Wozniak isn't Darkniak, and Darkniak isn't Oliver, and it's like vice versa. I can, like, it's all me. I don't want to hurt people. it's just I turn into something, and of course I'm doing a show business, right? It's a show business, so it's like I carefully created these three characters. So I will totally create or curate my personality based on these three characters, or one of these every videos, or maybe all of these. So that creates a very fucking interesting content. So when I thought about this, I'm like, you know what, actually I've done YouTube for 8 years now, and that was 8 years, like 2022. Yeah, this time I'm gonna break shit. I was so fucking confident. I uploaded like 7 videos in 10 days. It was the most uploads from my channel till now. I still am unable to break that record because, of course, I used to edit good videos always. After 2022, yes. Before also, but after it was like actually touched. Like, my editing skills got really shined up. But after 2020, like, when we reach 2024, and when I, like, right now when I edit, I'm like very much actually precise, do this, do that, and creatively very much active, and creatively I improved creatively so much, and it takes a heck lot of time now for me to edit a video. I don't edit a bad video, bro. I hate editing a bad video. It'll be like, what the fuck, why not just do nothing, sleep, rather than creating a bad video? That's me. Which is a dumb thing, which you should not do. That's not suggested. Don't take my suggestion in that. It's a fucked up suggestion. You can create 5 good videos, 5 bad videos. If you can create like 10 videos a week, but if you are creating only 5 good videos, and totally, if you're like, it's like if you can create 6 good videos in 10 days, or 5 good and 5 bad videos in 10 days. Always go for 5 good, 5 bad. Because listen to me, like, upload 3 good videos, then 5 bad, then 2 good. Nobody is caring about the 5 bad, but it's gonna create the consistency of your channel. Like, people will be like, okay, there's a guy, which I don't do. I don't do. I'm a hypocrite. I don't do. I'm telling you to do that, but I am not doing that. So fucking insane. But yeah, I don't do that. I'm like, okay, it's very careful. Like I've been editing a fucking TikTok videos and like Darkniak. So I So in my always me gaming channel, it's like not gaming channel, it's not a gaming channel, it's like Oliver channel. But it was like I wanted to say like Darkney X back, so I started wearing the bandana and then like playing Getting Over It, and a difficult game about climbing and Pogo Stuck and horror games, Thermomorph, Five Nights at Freddy and stuff like that, right? Great games. But then I'm like, bro, let me act dark, because I know what the fuck is Darkney act, and I am not showing it. I still haven't showed it on EYT, because when I'm Darkney, I say the worst stuff. YouTube will ban me like the fucking ear bleeding if I fucking do that, if I just upload it. So I'm like, let's go, let's do it. So I did that, wearing bandana, it was cool, and then I started acting a little bit dark, and then I saw a recording which I did. Okay, it was a good recording, and it was the second recording of that day. I think I have already edited the first recording of that day. It was like a difficult game about climbing part 2, yes. And has this game, no, not game, has this video about OnlyFans, and how OnlyFans is just showing the fucking world. And it's like a roasting type of video, but not roasting, because it's like I'm roasting less and talking about myself a lot, and it took a lot of editing, bro. It took a fuckload of editing. It took me 3 days non-stop editing. I don't fucking know why it took me so much time. I cannot tell me why it took me that much time. Maybe because I was standing and I think my leg hurts a lot. I go for jogging, I don't fucking stop because I'm an asshole. But yeah, it hurt my leg, and I'm like, okay, so let's say it. And watching YouTube videos and fucking like there was SmackDown. And yes, Jujutsu Kaisen anime, stuff like that, crazy stuffs. So yeah, I was doing it. I'm already done, almost done, not already, like almost, because the music, like the sound effects, I have to add it. It'll take 1 more hour. It's a good video, not because I'm just talking in that video. I'm talking, but the editing was totally showed in that video. Like every 5 seconds there's a editing, but it's not like my face is coming back and going back and big small. It's like I actually shoved a lot of sound effects, because I know, like, if my face is moving every single 5 seconds, it's not good. It takes a lot of fucking attention. Like I created the latest video, Thermomorph, right? Thermomorph or something like that, I don't know, and I edited it nicely like I do, but then I gone a little bit overboard. I didn't realize that at that point of time. After the edit was complete, and after I have uploaded it, I'm always the first viewer of my channel, just to make sure that okay, the video is good. So I've been watching it, I'm like, bro, the video sucks. And not because the content was bad. It was totally because I just edited so fucking much. And it was not even the sound effects or stuff like that. It was just my face is big, small. So I was like, people are going to be crazy, bro. They don't even know what the fuck is going on. It's like big, small. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh no, I cannot edit like this. I have to stop. I have to change the way I edit. And then I'm like, okay, I'll do this. I'll increase the timer where I make it big or small, and there should be a story behind it. Like if there is, I'm saying something and then I said the same, like a different type of thing in the same tone, there will be no change. But if there's a rage in between, then there will be like my face will be big and stuff like that. I know it's hard to understand, but it's like, just think of it as I changed the way I edit. And yes, it gave me like a big bonus. I have to less edit now, so that's good. But I have to pay more attention, so yeah, it is going to take me, it'll take me the same time. Less editing, but more focus, a fucking same amount of time. So I don't give a fuck. I don't know what the fuck did I do. But yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. But if we get serious on that note, I feel like even in this, like the next video, I'm showing how Darkniak is coming out. Like Darkniak, great guy. And I think it will be one of my best videos so far. Because the thumbnail was great. Like I created thumbnail before I even thought about the video. That's crazy. And I created it, I'm like, motherfucker, the thumbnail is so good, the contrast so better. And I just shoved myself first time. Like I didn't click photos to shove in thumbnails. I just click photos once a month or once every 6 months maybe. I don't know, man. I create like 50 photos and I just edit them and I reuse them, right? My face. And I'm like, no, I have to click photo. I clicked a new photo of like me in a black dress, black jacket. Like it's looking dark, Niak. It's looking dark. And then contrast curved. I did all type of color correction. The thumbnail is looking crazy. It looks great. And when I created a thumbnail, I'm like, brother, I have to create this video nicely. And that's the same day when I uploaded the thumbnail video. So I know that video was a failure. I know how fucked up that video was. I know how badly it failed. So I'm like, bro, it has to be better than that. And it has to be better than the video before that, which was the best video of my life, which was the second part of the climbing over it, also one of Darkniak's creation. So there has been 2 videos in my channel. One is going to come tomorrow, Darkniak creation, and one was that climbing over it part 2, a difficult game about climbing part 2, by the way. So yeah, it was cool. Darkniak creations are getting ahead of themselves. It's crazy. And Oliver's not getting, man. Come on. Oliver gotta do something, right? Wozniak's always great. Like 5 of my best videos in my channel, Wozniak's creation. Like majority of those at least. I mean, just think of it. All the Pogo Stack videos, all the Getting Over It videos, and all the Buckshot Roulette videos. All of those are Wozniak creation. There are some dumb fuck videos like Valorant, which I don't play anymore because, of course, man, fucking toxic game, man. Takes a lot of fucking focus. I can do 10 of these podcasts. It'll take me the same focus of me playing 4 hours of Valorant or streaming them. Like fucking, it's exhausting. The fuck people play Valo. I mean, listen to me. You get 24 hours a day, right? I get 24 hours a day. I have college. I have my college study. I do that. I study 3 hours at least in a day. This is John Cena. At least 3 hours a day. I do assignments. I have a alarm in my Alexa, so it always spikes at 2:30 a.m. Like assignment. Every Friday there's a stream, but which I don't do. So I do everyday assignments. And I study a lot. I'm a computer science hyped up guy, so I'm like, okay, I know what's going on. I wanted to create a CS channel, but then I'm like, you know what? I am good at CS, but I'm not god at CS. There are people like Cleo. She's a fucking genius, bro, in CS, and she's not even a CS. She's a journalist. I don't know that much. I'm like, man, I will just make myself embarrassed. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. So not now, maybe sometimes later, but not fucking now. So I'm like, okay, let's do something else. So I do that, and then I record and I edit, and my energy level spikes a lot when I do that. Okay, I edit, my energy level get used. I watch videos which I should not use YouTube. It's a fucking crazy stuff. Like I should watch videos, but not that much, which I do. Like whenever I'm editing, I should just close browser, and it takes a lot of energy. Watching videos takes a lot of energy of me. It takes a lot of time also. So it goes like, there goes time. And what will happen if I stream for 4 hours? It'll take a heck lot of energy from me, and I'll be tired as fuck. Like I haven't slept for 2 days. I don't look like that because I haven't been working a lot. I haven't been I'm not watching a lot of YouTube videos. It's so far. Like I stopped watching YouTube videos I haven't been watching a YouTube video, any YouTube videos, by the way, since the last 2 days. Because I've been editing, I'm like, okay, let's complete this and that. Because I'm editing 2 videos at the same time. Like, perpendicular. It's like crazy. So, yeah. Yes, so yeah, the second one is also done. It's like 60% done. I have to just edit the rest 40. Yes, I'll upload those at the same time. It'll be scheduled at a different time. Like, actually, I think tomorrow will be the Dark Nia second roasting type of OnlyFans, and I think the day after tomorrow will be the difficult game about climbing over it part 3. I don't think it's gonna be better than the second part, but it's gonna be good. I mean, yeah, actually, there's the thing. The climbing over it second part had a very good ending, and it had a very good storyline, a very good editing. The climbing over it part 3, the next video which I'm going to upload, it has the best opening of all time. Like, my best opening, that's because I used the previous video, because the part 2 had the best ending. I used the part 2's ending to begin the part 3. So the part 3 had the best beginning, and then it shaped up with the story. Because I was actually struggling. I was really struggling in the wall. How should I open it? I'm like, hey, we are going this, we are doing now. Creatively, not, feasible. Like, not sustainable creatively. People will be like, what the fuck, man? Hello. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Getting Over It with Bennett fucking 40. The fuck? I ain't Markiplier, bro. The fuck is going to happen? And I'm like, no, something different I'll do. I did that. It's crazy. Now it will come. So I'm actually hyped and excited about it, and I actually am waiting for the correct opportunity to edit that as soon as possible. Once the editing is done, I'll be like, great, man. I'll not take a break, because for today I have to upload this podcast, and which is crazy. And I am not gonna just go and jump and edit this podcast. I mean, I have to record one more podcast after this. So it's almost going to end. So yeah, but yeah, that's stuff. And yeah, I did the next podcast tomorrow. I don't think it'll take me that much time to edit a podcast than a video, because videos, like, you have to be precise. Podcast is just I'm talking and I'm being the real total transparency of me. Oliver Wozniak, Darkniak, all of these. Me. It's me. And I know you. And you can feel me. And I'm telling you this. I'm always going to be honest with you. No matter what happens. You don't like me. You like me. Does not matter. I'm a very fucking honest guy. And everybody in my life, actually, my parents, my family, anybody who ever influenced my life, ever influenced me, they taught me, like, be humble, be nice, be grateful. Okay? And if you do that, God will be with you, people will be with you, and even if they don't, you will be with yourself, because you will be happy. Like, at least I did the right thing. That's what I think. So I don't know, man. I'm just this. Okay, yes, maybe sometimes Darkniak will take over, and I will take your soul, and I will turn myself into the goddamn Undertaker. But that's just for fact. Or maybe then Wozniak will take shape up, and, well, with your teeny beanie which you keep inside your pants. Or if you're a female, well, I don't know what to say about females. I ain't nepotism, what the fuck? No, shut up. What is the word? Agitate is what the fuck is agitate? Narcissist? No. Yeah, fuck me. Okay, so I am not an agitate, so I'm not gonna taunt the females. I forgot the word we use. I forgot the word we use. I was using nepotism. What? My father is not doing the Rock Johnson. What do you think the word nepotism is doing, huh? Come on. The fuck? So yeah, thank you for watching. Again, this is disruptors because we are here to disrupt the brand, disrupt everything that we do. And the fact of the matter is, you have seen this podcast now, and you know, you're looking at me, and you are also a disruptor. And you know what? We swear, we take a oath, like when we came here, we are ready to break shit because that's what revolution requires. And we are revolutionists because that's what we fucking do. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.